Imagine the year 2050. Earth has completely transformed, not through destruction, but through an unprecedented mastering of nature. It all started in the world's most extreme wasteland. For centuries, the Sahara Desert was viewed as a harsh, unforgiving barrier. An endless sea of dead sand. But scientists realized it held the ultimate key to human survival. If we could harness just a tiny fraction of its relentless, punishing sunlight, we could theoretically power the entire planet many times over. The ultimate prophecy of clean energy. It began as a highly ambitious engineering dream. A massive collaborative effort to turn an area the size of the United States into a boundless, perpetual engine for humanity. This is the story of how covering the Sahara Desert entirely in solar panels permanently altered the course of human history and entirely eradicated global energy scarcity. The physics are mind-bending. The Sahara receives an astronomical amount of solar irradiance every single day. The sun beats down with a terrifying, unfiltered intensity, entirely wasted on sand. Covering just 1.2% of this vast desert with standard photovoltaic panels would generate enough electricity to satisfy the total energy demands of the entire human race. Engineers deployed next-generation bifacial technology, capturing direct intense rays from above, while simultaneously absorbing the brilliant, blinding reflection bouncing directly off the white quartz sand below. Heat degradation was the enemy. To combat this, autonomous drone fleets coordinated advanced solid-state cooling systems, maintaining peak thermodynamic efficiency even when ambient temperatures reached deadly, blistering extremes. The result was an impossibly optimized network. A silent, humming ocean of dark glass stretching far beyond the horizon, converting raw radiation into pure, usable electrons without emission. By the late 2030s, the scale of construction defied human comprehension. Millions of autonomous machines working in perfect synchronization, printing endless arrays of highly advanced solar architecture. To feed Europe and beyond, engineers successfully laid colossal high-voltage direct current cables deep beneath the crushing, violent pressure of the Mediterranean Sea, creating an intercontinental power bridge. This intercontinental grid operated with less than a 3% transmission loss. Power flowed continuously from the scorching African sun directly into the cold heart of European winter. But the most profound transformation occurred locally. The massive influx of limitless, nearly free energy birthed spectacular, ultramodern megacities across northern Africa, redefining the global economic center of gravity. Giant coastal desalination plants ran entirely on surplus solar energy, pumping billions of gallons of fresh water inland. They turned barren borders into thriving, vibrant agricultural green zones. African nations became the undisputed kings of the new global economy. Wealth flowed south as the continent exported pure, clean electrons to the darkest corners of the northern hemisphere. When the sun set, the power did not stop. Massive, continent-sized solid-state battery arrays discharged stored energy, keeping the global grid perfectly balanced through the dark of night. Excess daytime energy was diverted to colossal green hydrogen facilities. They cracked water molecules at an unprecedented scale, fueling heavy industry and global shipping networks with zero carbon emissions. However, conquering the desert came with severe consequences. Massive, apocalyptic dust storms constantly threatened to bury the megaproject, plunging millions of square miles of glass into temporary darkness. An endless war against sand began. Billions of dollars were spent deploying advanced sonic cleaning robots that physically vibrated the dust off the panels to maintain critical energy outputs. Climate scientists then discovered a terrifying side effect. By covering the reflective white sand with dark, heat-absorbing panels, regional temperatures shifted, threatening to permanently alter global weather patterns. The solution required a delicate planetary balancing act. Massive artificial reforestation projects were aggressively launched around the perimeter, utilizing the new desalinated water to stabilize the shifting regional climate. Meanwhile, traditional fossil fuel superpowers collapsed overnight. Entire economies built on oil and gas went bankrupt in just a few short years, unable to compete with effectively free sunlight. This caused immense, dangerous geopolitical friction. The world order was radically violently rewritten, as the old guard desperately tried to maintain leverage in a rapidly democratized energy landscape. But humanity successfully navigated the storm. By 2050, the Earth stabilized. The Great Sahara Prophecy was fulfilled, proving that our greatest threats could become our salvation. Global carbon emissions plummeted to zero. The atmosphere began to heal, and the catastrophic trajectory of climate change was finally, permanently broken by the sheer power of human ingenuity. A new generation grew up in a world where energy scarcity was taught as ancient history. A world powered entirely by the steady, unblinking eye of the desert sun. From orbit, the planet looked radically different. A distinct, glowing band of technological mastery stretched across the African continent, an eternal monument to a civilization that chose to survive. The Sahara did not just save us from ourselves. It propelled humanity into a new era of infinite abundance, a true planetary civilization finally living in harmony with nature. If you work in the solar industry today, and want to track, analyze, and optimize your real project performance to help build this future, the link to Base app is below.